Today, we are starting with Chapter 3, Safety First. Accidents can happen anywhere at any time. It is not necessary that accidents happen only on road. It can be at our home, in the school, playground, swimming pool, anywhere. We have read many incidents in the newspapers related to accidents where many people have lost their lives. So there is an importance in knowing about the safety rules that has to be followed to keep ourselves safe. Accidents can cause harm to life and property. Accidents can cause pain, suffering, injury, even death. Accidents happen mainly when we are careless and in a hurry. If we are aware and alert, it will go a long way in keeping us safe. There are certain safety rules. Safety rules are a set of rules designed for the safety of life. So we must follow these safety rules in order to keep ourselves safe. Let us take a look at the different types of accidents that happen around us. First, we can take the case of accidents at home. Accidents can happen in these ways. These are the most common ways. But these are not the only ways in which accidents happen. The most common things I am explaining. Slipping on the floor. The main thing that happens in our house. Burns, mainly in the kitchen. Electric shocks and chemical poisoning. First, we can discuss about slipping on the floor. Slipping on the floor is mainly due to wet floor. If there are children in our house, they have a habit of scattering their toys. They enjoy seeing their toys scattered in the floor. But that is a way of causing accidents. We trip on the toys and we fall down. Another way is, if we want to take something placed high, we don't wait for taking something which helps us, like a stool or ladder. What happens is, we lose our control or balance of the body and we fall down. So if we keep in mind small things that has great value in saving our lives, we can be safe. Always clean the floor of the kitchen and your bathrooms. These are the two places where water comes in contact with the floor most frequently and they become slippery very fast. So if we clean the floor of the kitchen and the toilet or the bathroom, we can avoid making it slippery and there is less chance to fall down. If there are children in the house, always parents must take care that their toys are well arranged so that others in the house will not trip over the toys and fall down and get injured. The third thing is that always use a stool or a ladder to take something placed at a height. Don't ever try to take something from a height without using them because surely there is a chance for you to fall down. So if you take care of all these things, you can be safe at your home to some extent. The next thing is burn. The next accident that can happen in our house is burn. It happens mainly in the kitchen and in most cases the victims are our mothers. Burns mainly happens in two cases. They can be severe burns or minor burns. Minor burns, you need not be worried about it, but major burns, they can even lead to death. If we take care of two important things, we can avoid burns in your kitchen. Avoid synthetic clothes. You can see the picture of a synthetic cloth. Synthetic cloth means the clothes prepared artificially with artificial fibers. Synthetic clothes examples are polyester, nylon, rayon. They have a speciality. They behave like plastics when they are burnt. Have you seen burning a plastic? Plastics when they are burned, they melt and forms into a liquid state. Just like that, polyester clothes or synthetic clothes, they will not burn with a flame. They just melt or they shrinks and sticks to the person's body. So if you try to pull the cloth out when you are getting a burn, your skin too comes along with the cloth. So that is a very dangerous situation. So always avoid wearing synthetic clothes. Instead, you can wear cotton clothes. The second thing is, when you are not using gas stove in the kitchen, always try to turn it off, especially if there are small children. They have a habit of turning the knob of the gas stove and it causes great danger. And check the gas stove regularly so as to avoid leakage of gas. So these are the two important things you have to keep in mind in order to prevent accidents or to control the accidents in our home. The third type of accident is electric shock, a very dangerous one. Do not touch electric gadgets with wet hands. We all have a habit of doing like this. While taking bath, if the light is off, you will just use your wet hands to put it on. Or even after taking bath, you come to your room and you switch on the light with a wet hand. That is the most dangerous thing that you are doing. Wipe off the water and then switch on. Do not go too close to table fans or do not try to touch table fans, especially children, because there is a chance for getting electric shock or other dangers are waiting there. So always keep children away from table fans or heaters. That also causes burns and electric shocks. If you see a person in your house getting electric shock, don't ever go and touch them. Just go switch off the main switch. That is the best thing you can do so that the electric current supply is off or it is stopped there so that we can save the person's life. Next type of accident that happens in our home is poisoning. Poisoning does not mean that you get a bite from a snake. Poisoning is, especially chemical poisoning, is when children eat medicines that are not meant for them. Accidental consumption of medicines or chemicals lead to poisoning at home. So always label the medicines and keep it away from eatables. That means especially from your kitchen. Keep the medicines out of the kitchen. Children, they won't know which is the food item to be eat or which is a medicine. So if they see the bottle, they will just try to eat it. So always keep the medicine away from the kitchen or out of your kitchen. Then the next way is, a child should always take a medicine in the presence of an adult. They should not take medicine without the permission of parents or any other elder members of their family. So if we try to follow all these things, we are safe at our home. Safety at school. As you children spend most of your time in a day in the school, you have to follow certain rules to be safe in the school also. You might have experienced several incidents in your school where children have got so much of injury, lost so much of blood, and they are taken to hospitals. Mainly in schools, accidents happen when children run and push each other, especially in the stairs. So do not rush up or down through the stairs. You have to maintain discipline and walk properly. Do not try to climb on desks or chairs in your classrooms. There is a chance for you to fall down and get injured. And do not throw things, books, dusters, pencil box. You have a habit of throwing it onto your friends. Avoid it so that you can be safe, along with you can make your friends also safe. The next type is safety on playground. There are certain rules for each game. If we are playing a game, we have to follow the rules of the game. If you are waiting for a ride, wait for your turn. Don't rush when somebody else is using a ride. That causes accidents. Safety in swimming pool. Always try to use a swimming tube if you have started to learn swimming, and try to swim in the presence of an adult so that you can reduce the cause or chance of accidents to happen. The next safety rules is to be followed on the road. That is very important, and I hope you all are following it. On the road, the first thing that we have to do is you have to follow the safety rules or traffic signals, especially traffic signals that is meant for our safety. We know that red light is to stop and green light is to start. So if you are not following the safety rule or the traffic signal, you will have to face consequences or dangerous situations that can cause a threat to your life. Walk on footpath. Footpath is meant for people who go by walking. Now, children or teenagers, they have a habit of riding their bicycles on footpath. They don't have time to waste. That is a very bad habit because footpath is meant for walking. The next important thing is cross the road only at zebra crossing. And even at zebra crossing, when you are crossing the road, you have to look to your right, then to your left, again to your right, and then start crossing the road. And make sure that no vehicle is coming. And the last one, do not rush. Start out in time. 90% of the accidents happen because people are in a hurry to reach their destinations. If we wake up a little bit early, we can avoid this rush and hurry. So try to maintain discipline in your life so that you can be safe everywhere. So children, try to maintain discipline and be safe. Hope you all will read the textbook. Thank you.